Okay, hello and welcome to July Shop My Stash, which is fucking insane because how is it the end of July already? I don't even know. But today I thought that I would do a not at all summery look that I've been thinking about for a while, featuring this lipstick. This is the Sephora Cream Lipstick in the shade 15. It's like a dark purple, and I used to love dark purple in high school. Dark purple lipstick, like as dark as I could get it, was like my favorite thing. And so I wanted to pay homage and use this again. And so I thought I would do that today. And I want to use a JD Glow shadow that I haven't used in a while. I've actually acquired a good amount of new things, which I shake my head at myself about, but you know what? It's whatever. It's also my birthday month, so like I'm allowed to do what I want. But I thought I would just use some of that new stuff in a separate video and just do what I'm supposed to do in this and use older makeup. I'm just priming my face using the e.l.f. Putty primer. For foundation, I'm going to use my Ordinary Coverage foundation, and I'm going to mix it with my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I recently started using this foundation again. I'm on the end of it, and I forgot how good it was, and then I put it on, and my skin looks so creamy. It's so nice. I feel like this foundation is actually pretty underrated. I'm not gonna lie. I know my hair looks insane, but you gotta keep it out of your face, you know? And I actually got a new brush. I got this e.l.f. Buffing Foundation brush, which I don't typically talk about brushes because I typically use the same ones every single time, but this is new to me, and I wanted another foundation brush because I wanted to go longer between washing my brushes. See, doesn't my skin just look so good? Especially mixing with this L'Oreal product, especially because like skin like this, I feel like shiny skin is so on trend. I don't know, I just think it's such a good fucking combo, especially for someone who has oily skin. The fact that I like this is major props. So now that we've briefly done this, I'm going to hop off camera and do my eyebrows because it takes me too fucking long to do those, and then I'll be back. Okay. Okie doke. So I did my brows, and then I also set my eyelids and primed them. And now let's get into the eyes. So I want to do something like smoky, like cool toned purple, and I'm going to use this Tarteist Pro palette because it honestly has all the colors that I need, and it is definitely a Shop My Stash. This is an old fucking palette. I'm gonna start with the shade called Profesh. Basically it's like a taupe with a purpley undertone, and I'm just going to take this and just use this as a transition shade, and I'm just going to bring it everywhere. I'm going to try to do like a pretty winged out shape today, and really emphasize the wing. So that's just what I'm going to do. I feel like I haven't done a sit down, like full face talky video in honestly a fucking while. Perhaps even, maybe not even since my last Shop My Stash, which is a month. And I miss it, and I'm very excited about this look. I started watching Bailey Sarian. I've never watched her before, literally yesterday. I don't know why, because I love true crime. As I feel like a lot of people do. It's like very popular, especially now. And I listen to mostly podcasts. Like I pretty much exclusively consume true crime content through podcasts and like some like Netflix documentaries or whatever. But I don't know why I never watched her before, and I really enjoy her a lot. I love the way she does her makeup. Watching her, you know how you have some people who you just watch and you're like, oh, this just makes me want to like immediately run and go do my makeup. She's like that person for me. Same with Jamie Genevieve. Every time I watch her do her makeup, or even just like look at her and her vlogs and stuff, I'm like, god damn, I want to go do my makeup now. Okay, so that has been applied. Now I'm going to go into this shade Fierce. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. Again, it's more of a purpley taupey shade. This is a little bit more purple to it though. The shade that I just applied is more taupe. And I'm just going to run this all over my lid and blend it out. If you were wondering, and also please leave your recommendations below because I love nothing more than hearing people's podcast recommendations. My favorite, specifically true crime podcasts, obviously My Favorite Murder. I mean, of course. I also love Wine and Crime. That's my like #1 favorite podcast. Obsessed. They're the best. If you like me, honestly, you're gonna like them. They're so hilarious. They are literally, my friends and I, flawless, okay? Go check them out if you like true crime. And who else? Oh, and That's Why We Drink is really good. They're a true crime, like paranormal crossover podcast. I also really love paranormal, like spooky things. I'm not at all in any way a believer in that, but I'm obsessed with like horror movies, spooky stuff, all that kind of shit. So I love them as well. They're a little bit more wholesome, but I've been listening to them forever, so would recommend. What else? If you like more deep dive stuff, Someone Knows Something, which is also super, super popular. I really like that. I also like it because it's Canadian, so I have like more ties to it. My dad actually knew the person who season 3, I believe, is focused on, so that's more compelling because you have like a very more emotional tie to it. But yeah, Someone Knows Something is really good. Cold is also like a podcast that's focused on one case. If you prefer like more deep dive stuff, it's so good. I listen to it so fast. I feel like I'm missing one, but those are like my true crime podcasts that I'm listening to, or that I listen to a lot. But like I said, if you have any that you like, let me know. Or even not even true crime, because I listen to other podcasts other than true crime as well, but those are the ones that I'm caught up on, and I listen to them like as they release every week. Now I'm going to take the shade Vamp, which is a dark, cool toned purple. And I'm going to take this on my outer corner, trying to keep like a wing shape, which I will, I think, go in and intensify in a little bit. And then I'm also going to bring that through my crease as well. I've been really into doing looks like this recently that are all matte and then tapping like a really shimmery, like sparkly, toppery kind of shade all over my lid. I've been doing that with the Shine by SD Reserve collection, which if everything goes according to plan, I will have a video out, that video out before this one. But yeah, I've been loving doing that. It's so easy, it's so brainless, but it's so pretty. And then it also covers up like any blending issues, so I don't have to worry about everything being like perfectly placed or blended or anything, because I know I'm gonna put fucking sparkle everywhere. Okay, And now I'm just going to take the Fierce shade again, just the shade that I put all over my lid, and just buff it out one more time, just to like bring the color back, make sure it's not super, super patchy, and it will also help blend kind of all this shit going on in my lid. And then I'm just gonna take the first shade, the shade Profesh that I use, and just really lightly buff that everywhere. So now, before I go in with the shimmer shade, I'm going to take the shade Punk, which is just this black, and I'm gonna take like a pretty big angled brush. If you wanted to know, this is the Real Techniques brow brush, even though I don't know how you would ever do your brows with a brush this big, but that's not important right now. And then I'm going to just use this to create more of like a defined, I'm not gonna do a wing, I'm gonna like just have more of a defined outer corner, if that makes sense. You'll see. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend that out using the brush that I use my darkest shade on. As usual, my left eye looks so much better than my right eye, but hopefully I'll make it look more even when I do concealer. And then I'm gonna take my like clean blending brush and just blend all over the edges. Not like too much, I don't wanna blend anything away, I just want it to look blended. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the best part of this whole look. I'm going to use JD Glow, or Good God from JD Glow, which is such a beautiful purple blue sparkly shade that I don't use nearly enough. I'm just going to pat this all over my lid and blender everywhere. And this also feels very Lauren My Beauty to me. She does a lot of like looks with sparkle, like right up to her brow, and I just think it makes your look really impactful, but it's not that it makes it look more difficult and like you put more effort in than you have. I don't know, I've just been so into it. And this is looking way more blue, which is interesting because this base definitely is purple toned. And I'm just focusing this on the front part of my eye. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay. And then I'm going to take my little brush again and make sure that like my shadow is at like a similar point all around. I don't want there to be any like major dips. I want it to look relatively like a clean shape. So pretty. Okay, you can definitely see the purpleness to it when I turn my head, but I'm not sure if that's going to show on camera because typically it never does. I'm gonna go into the shade Vintage now. This is just like a matte white with like a pink tone to it. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone right here. Probably not super necessary, but whatever. So now I'm going to do concealer. What am I gonna use? I think I'm just gonna go in with Maybelline Fit Me. I haven't been able to stop using this recently. It's so good, especially in combination with this foundation. My skin looks so nice. Every time I see another person on camera do their concealer under their eyes, they're like pat, 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 and then I watch my videos back and it's like I'm like tugging my under eyes. You can like see the inside of my eye. It's not graceful at all. It's not nice to watch. So you're welcome for that. And I'm just gonna quickly spot conceal just my major acne spots using my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Chantilly. Alright, so I'm just going to do my powder. I'm going to come back and then regroup. Alright, I'm powdered. I'm ready to go. As usual, everything that I used will be listed in the description box below if you're curious. And then I'm just going to finish out my lower lash line, or do my lower lash line. So I'm going to take the shade Fierce, which is that mid-tone purple that I used all over my lid. And I'm just going to bring that all the way around my lower lash line, connect it to my upper eyeshadow. And I might actually bring this, not like pack it on, but like kind of blend it into my inner corner, just because I've been seeing people do that recently and I kind of like it. So, and then I'm going to take the shade Vamp, which is that dark purple, and just use that to deepen up my lower lash line as well. Okay, and I'm going to blend the shade Profesh, that taupe shade, out as well. And then I'm going to take that same angled brush with the black, and I'm going to just use this to kind of like maintain the shape that I created up top, just so it doesn't like get super blended away. That's the goal anyway. Alright, this eye is looking a bit crazy. I understand that. Hopefully when we get bronzer, highlighter, all that shit on, it will just blend itself out. Usually the edges of my eyes look a little bit insane, and then it kind of gets hampered down when I finish up my face. So let's cross our fingers and hope that's what happens. I'm going to contour a little bit using my Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in medium. This bad boy is still going strong. I promise I'll be on trend and start using, okay, some cream products when this little guy decides to bite the dust. I'm gonna bronze using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the bronzer that I'm now trying to use up. I used up all my little mini guys, so now I'm working my way through my larger bronzers. I'm gonna be sad when this goes because I really do like it a lot, but Physicians Formula is just the worst. So typically now is the point where I would highlight, but I'm gonna use a product that I use after blush today, so I'm going to do blush now. I wasn't sure, but I think I'm just gonna go into my Likely Makeup Clown blush palette and use the shade Carousel. I don't know why I want to do a pink, but I'm just feeling a pink today, so that's what we're gonna do. And recently I've been liking to take a little bit of blush right in the middle of my forehead. I don't know. And then bring that all on my nose too. I pretty much take this right where like my under eye bags are. Now I'm going to spray my face using the Maybelline Glass Spray. And I've finally renewed my love for the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm. I've been using this non-stop, which is what I wanted because I've been neglecting this product for a while, and I've re-fell in love with it. Also, it's like falling apart. It's falling out of the pan. So I took that as my sign to use it up. Or not use it up, but like use it more, because you don't know what you got until it's gone. So, and I just like to do this after I've done my blush, my spray, everything, and just tap this on with my finger. And I also think it works better when my skin is slightly dewy, like because the spray has more of a dewiness to it. I think it just holds the product better. And I think I'm just going to take my finger with this like my pinky, and just dab this on my inner corner, so it's not like a super intense inner corner highlight, but I bring something there over top of the darkness that I put there. Now I'm gonna do some freckles. This is Freck. I got this because I ran out of my other one, which is the Kimchi Beauty one, and I liked it. It was just like shipping to Canada was as much as the product itself, and then it was gonna be like as much as Freck was, and I was like, I can just buy this from Sephora. So that's where we're at. I like it. I don't know yet if I like it as much or more than the Kimchi one. I think they're a little bit different, but give like similar enough effects that I don't know if I have a preference. So I'm just gonna do my little freckles. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look. I really like it. It feels very Halloween-y almost to me, so perfect for the end of July. This lip really brings me back. It has like a slight metalliciness to it, so it just shot me back to like the era of metallic liquid lipsticks, which is, it was a time. I can wear almost anything outside, out of the house, and I feel like I might take this lip off, but I'm into it. I don't know. Let me know if you guys really like this. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me tell you what I'm wearing. So yeah, I'm wearing the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in a shade number 15. If anyone wants to check it out, I think it's still available. And my lashes are the Bold Faced Beauty lashes in Dream Big. I always forget to say that, but I've been obsessed with them recently, and I think that's all I have to say. In my waterline also I used the ColourPop pencil liner in the shade Besto. It's like a purple. It didn't go on the best today, so it's not the most opaque, but I just decided to leave it. Let me know if you guys like this look. I really love this shadow from JD Glow. It's really, really beautiful, and I haven't used it in a while. Good God. Delicious. All right. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.